And we're back. Welcome back to the future? I actually don't know how I'm going to do the intro for this series. As always, I'm a dark gamer, and let's get out of the car. Alright, so last time we rescued Doc Brown's notebook from Biff, and the DeLorean showed up with Einstein. Doc left a message in the DeLorean telling us that we needed to go backwards or forwards in time to rescue him, but unfortunately the DeLorean is put together with doo-doo and sticks, as some of my friends would say, and the last time departed coordinates are not working. So we're going to have to figure out where Doc is, and our only clue is this mysterious shoe. We also have the tape recorder. We can listen to that at any time. We have the notebook, and we have a picture of our dad, because we're like that. Don't judge me! Yeah. So, Einstein is going to sniff the shoe for us.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Great Scott! That's great! Still risking your neck everywhere you go,
now
buddy.
we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Well, we're at an apartment building, it looks like. So, nothing to do but hit the buzzer. Oh, actually, I've never looked over here.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
Okay! I did not know she did that. That was, Edna, and we're gonna meet her in just a second here. Edna Strickland.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm no hooligan.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Who are you?
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Oh, Strickland's never change. Maybe the shoe will get her to say something, useful.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
See, it's a shoe.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
We hit pay shoe. Or is it pay less shoes? I don't know. Oh, I'm recording this at like the last minute, so my jokes are probably not going to be as funny as they could be.
Leave that creature outside!
Oh, poor
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Huh, she didn't turn the tea kettle on.
Have a seat, Sonny.
Of course, I'm just kind of leading y'all on. I've done this before.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Lots of newspapers. Let's figure out what these are about.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jam? Really? Okay. So, we have some photos on the wall.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshal Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
Because, he was actually in Back to the Future Part 3.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay, let's talk to her.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
What are they doing behind the tree? When did you lose your shoe? Because that'll tell us... The shoe we brought her is newer than the shoe that she has. So she lost it sometime in the past. If we find out when she lost her shoe, it should tell us when to go to save Doc.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it.
Irony.
Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Cool?
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Where was the speakeasy?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Interesting. What's with all the newspapers?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out! Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
So we know Doc... Well, we assume Doc is lost in the past, which means the newspapers could help me. Let's ask her.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally.
Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Nice binoculars?
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tim Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I think she said Tiff Tannen. So true story. There is a Back to the Future tabletop card game. It's based on another card game, I think, called Chrononauts. And you get an ID card, and some of them are people from the future, and one of the characters from that was Tiff Tannen. I don't know if that's an actual call-out to that, or if she was mentioned somewhere in the movies. I don't think she was, though. But that's where I know her from. Alright, we're pretty much done talking.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Alright, well, she won't let us look at the newspapers. We can interact with this radiator. That seems interesting, so let's go do that. She seems to have cats.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Oh, she's leaving. So we can use the binoculars now. Or look at the newspapers, but we don't know what year.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
There's the video store. There's Biff. Apparently he's woken back up now.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when?
So
I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Ew. Okay, so the fire was in 1931. So let's get her out of the room again. I didn't know that hitting the binoculars would bring her back.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
And now we'll check the newspapers for 1931.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help!
I think
I'm being attacked by hooligans!
I think I just found the screen cap for this episode. This is the Mr. Fusion version. Okay, there's our dad.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
So, after the first movie, Doc went to the future and reconfigured the DeLorean to use Mr. Fusion rather than plutonium, so that it can be basically run off of anything, garbage mostly. Costume for a school play?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Alright, it's DeLorean time.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy.
Let's go.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Here we go. DeLorean time. Oh yeah. Of course, we went out to the highway. I guess this DeLorean's flight circuits have been disabled. Awesome music! mph! Woo! Alright. Oh, I don't mean to... accidentally hit pause there, sorry. I actually did not know I could pause. Okay! I'm sure history will get along fine without me. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure nothing bad happened there. Let's park behind the sign like we've done every movie ever. Seriously, he always parks the DeLorean behind the sign. I'm half surprised he doesn't drive back there and run into another DeLorean. And he walks the 2 miles back into Hill Valley. Because we don't want to drive a future car into 1931.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
So, true story, this, I believe, is the farthest back in time that Marty has gone. Since in the original films, he only went as far back as 1985? If I got the year right. Oh, no, Old West. He's gone back farther. What am I talking about? I'm terrible. What
Young
this
man!
about?
Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's been a mistake.
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
I know Doc.
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
I'm against bombs.
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets? No doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery.
She's not gonna stop until we say something she wants to hear, so I'm coming after him?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what?
Good question.
Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
I'm, Harry Callahan.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Whoa. Heavy.
I know, I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Yeah, that's Edna.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
I wonder what Einstein's problem was. Alright, well, we've run out of time, so until next time, I've been a Dark Gamer. As always, if you want to see more Back to the Future, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. I know I've probably missed things. By the way, I apologize for kind of talking over the music in that cutscene. I'm kind of afraid that they might flag this video for content related to the movies. So I'm playing it safe in that regard. If it was really annoying, let me know in the comments. I'll try not to do it next time a situation like that comes up. But be warned that I may be forced to regardless. So, but until next time, thank you for watching.